We'll start with a figure of 8 on a bight. If I take about 2 handspans of rope, pick it up and keep the strands parallel as I do this helical wrapping it as a helix. And then as I pass the bight through the head, I'm just going to invert those top 2 strands. Then pull each strand of the knot to set it, and we should end up with a perfectly dressed and neat figure of 8 on a bight. What am I looking for with a figure of 8 knot? Tied correctly, well set and dressed. So this is what I'm looking for. A nice short tail and minimum loss of rope in the head of the knot. This one here I've heard called the perfect figure of 8 knot because it looks so beautiful, but as soon as it's not set, and when I load it up it's going to be an uncertain dressing. This one here, I've wasted too much rope in the head and my tail is also too long and the dressing is quite random. In reality it's probably just as strong, however inspection is so much easier and we've wasted minimal rope if we stick with a knot that looks like this. The double fisherman's knot or double fisherman's bend for joining 2 ropes together. I'm going to start by taking 2 handspans, there's 1 and 2, and at this point here with my first rope I'm going to come towards me, and as I come around and towards me again I've come back to make an X, keep going round, and then where that X is I want to pass this end through and underneath and then put a bit of tension on there. Now the secret to getting this right, this strand goes this way, so with my second rope I'm going to go in that same direction. Once, twice, and again dive in and under that X. Set the knot nice and tight, pulling on all 4 strands, and you'll see I've got these 2 interlocking X's here. They mesh in really nicely. So there we have a double fisherman's bend. A double fisherman's knot or double fisherman's bend, this is the correct one. This one here is close, but if you look at it we haven't got the 2 interlocking X's. So we've tied one of them in the wrong direction. It's probably still as strong and comparable, but it's not technically a double fisherman's knot. This one here we've got a triple fisherman's on this side, and here we've got, it's just undressed. It hasn't been finished the way these strands sit. Again, and it just makes inspection difficult. I can fix that just by flipping there. Now we've got interlocking X's, but we've got a double on this half and a triple on this half. So this is the correct one. The alpine butterfly knot, a midline knot. This is my preferred method. Start with 1 twist, a second twist going in the same direction, not falling off back, but in the same direction. Bring that in underneath the knot, keeping this central hole open. Pass the bight through that, and again set the knot. And there's my alpine butterfly. Just check the other side. Alpine butterfly knot. With the alpine butterfly, this is the correct one and this one's incorrect. The way I tied the incorrect one is I started with my twists, but rather than going that way I've come this way. And I've got a knot that still looks very much like the alpine butterfly from both sides. However, when I load it up, effectively it's just a set of stacked half hitches. And that's what this one was here as well. The stacked half hitches. So the incorrect alpine butterfly and the correct alpine butterfly. Now the stopper knot or the barrel knot. Again, I'm going to take 2 handspans as I did with my double fisherman's, and this is just half a double fisherman's knot. I'll make an X, keep going around behind, and then I'm going to pass through and underneath that X. Set that nice and tight, and there's my stopper knot or barrel knot.